Welcome back to Grafting Dragon Fruit. I'm Richard, and today I wanted you all to experience the feeling of harvesting a new dragon fruit hybrid for the very first time. So next to me here is a new hybrid of mine that is finally ready to be picked. I created this hybrid using Asunta 5 and Red Laverne. Asunta 5 was the mother, and I used Red Laverne pollen to pollinate it. And once that became a ripe fruit, I took the seeds out, grafted, and here we are today with the seed that grew a fruit that I'm about to try. So when I grow hybrids, I get mixed feelings about them. I can either be very excited or be discouraged at the same time. Excited because it's a new variety that I created and have never tried before, and discouraged because I don't know if it's gonna taste good or not. So that's why I get mixed feelings every time I create hybrids. It's very exciting, but also at the same time, I can be disappointed if it doesn't taste good and I wasted all of that time. Not waste all the time, but it's always a fun experience, and I always have fun creating hybrids. But you know, all that love and care that I give into it and it doesn't taste good just kind of disappoints me a little bit. So this one has been ripening now for 48 days. I pollinated this with some sugar dragon pollen. So if I wanted to create another hybrid with this variety, if it tastes good, I can take the seeds out and then we'll have a cross of this and sugar dragon as the pollen donor. And I have lots of other fruits that's also ripening, so I can play with harvest time. As you can see here, there's plenty of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more that I can play with harvest time and day to see what is the optimal time and day to pick it for it to taste at its best. But to me, this has been giving me all of the signs that it's ready for harvest. The first test is always the shake test. As you can see, it's very loose. It's wiggling off there really well. Here's another one that's getting close. It's also very wiggly, so I don't know. This might also be ready at this time. So we're gonna play with harvest time and see what's the best time to harvest it. And also the skin color is looking nice and red, just like how Asunta 5 would look, and also how Red Laverne would look. I love how it has both of the characteristics in there. You can see both of the parentage in there, and I just can't wait anymore. I think 48 days is good enough. So I want to take it inside and taste it for the very first time with all of you guys. So if you're ready, let's harvest it, take it in, and reveal how it tastes right away, because I cannot wait any longer. And I wanted you all to experience this feeling with me and show you guys what it's all about when you create hybrids, the fun and the sad times that all go into creating dragon fruit hybrids. So let's go ahead and take this off. And check that out. It's a beautiful fruit. You can see both parentage in there. Has the Asunta 5 bracts, and it's oblong, just like how Red Laverne would look. And you can see here, skin is nice and red. We also have some wrinkle at the cone, so that's giving me signs that it might be ready. And again, this is 48 days. I normally harvest Asunta 5 at about 50 days, and I've even recently started harvesting Asunta 5 when the skin is still green. That's when I found that it has more of a berry taste to it, and it's actually better when it's a little green. So hoping that this is a perfect time, and if not, like I said again, we have plenty more to go ahead and play with harvest time. And you see how this one is like orange green. So if this is tasting overripe, then I can come out here, harvest this one, and see how this one tastes. And then again, I get about 4 or 5 more tries to see if any of these other ones can taste better once I harvest at different days. All right, if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and take this inside and have a little taste review. Let's go. Let's try this new dragon fruit hybrid of mine. So again, this is an Asunta 5 crossed with Red Laverne. Very first time trying this variety, very first time harvesting it and experiencing this whole experience with you all today here. So let's go ahead and do the usual. We're gonna brix it, taste it, and hope that it tastes good. All right, the very first review is the flesh, and this is where I have the most adrenaline and I'm most amped up, is just seeing what it looks like inside. And then the second wave of feelings is me trying it. So I just want to explain to you guys as much as I can what goes through my head, how I feel. So when you get to try your very own hybrid, when you create them, you'll know what to expect and have the same feelings and everything that's going on, just like me. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Wow, here we go. Flesh looks just like how red Laverne will look. And I'm starting to see two colorations in there. Let me get closer so I can show you guys the flesh. So here we have it. We have a two-tone color, deeper color in the middle, and on the side, it's a little bit more pink. I do see some seeds sprouting, so maybe that is a sign that it's very ripe. But the discoloration on the outside kind of makes me worried if it's underripe, but I just don't know yet because this is the very first time I'm ever seeing the inside and tasting it. So the only way to know is to actually try it itself, right? Before I do try it, let's just get a Brix. I always like to build up the anticipation of taking that first bite by getting as much visual and data and just seeing what to expect after I do all of that. Yeah, let me smell it. Oh, it smells good. Let's go ahead and get that nice centerpiece. The center is always where it's the sweetest, so that's why I always do the center. I love using this garlic press because it gets all the juice and it leaves the seeds and pulp out, so that way we get only the juices. All right. Okay, let's see what the Brix is. It says 15%. So two things, either this is a not good tasting variety or I just harvested it a little too soon and it could have been ripening a little bit longer on the branch. But just to show you guys, %. Okay, the moments of truth, trying the actual fruit. Here we go. I'm going to eat 2 slices. The one that has the slight discoloration on the side, maybe it's unripe, so that's why the full color hasn't really reached its whole fruit yet because it didn't get to ripe all the way. And then the part that is more dark, so maybe this is the area that got more sun, so it got to ripen more. But here we go. Even though it's 15%, it has flavor, complexity. There's notes of other fruits in there, and there's sugar. I can taste the sugar. Really reminds me of a red Laverne. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Woo! That 15% kind of discouraged me a little bit, but this has potential, definitely. Okay. There's complexity. There's definitely the grape notes in there and the berry notes in there. So there's complexity to it. And I can definitely see if this got a little bit higher Brix, it can taste actually really good. Wow. Okay, so the darker piece, that was delicious. Let's try the discolored part and see how that is. You guys will always see me take a bite in the center first because I told you guys that's where it's most concentrated with all of the sugar. So I always take the bite in the center to see its true potential in the flavor. Because once it gets to like the skin part, it does kind of dilute the flavor a little bit. So take a bite in the middle to really know how it tastes. Wow, still tastes good. Even though it is discolored there, did not change the flavor profile at all. You still taste the sweetness in there. And yeah, I feel like I just got to play with harvest time a little bit more. And once I dial this in, I think this is going to be a winner. It doesn't taste earthy. It doesn't have the floral taste to it where I take one bite and I want to throw it away. Definitely something I can continue to eat after I take the first bite. So that's always a plus. Because if it tastes really bad in the first bite, that's a I won't even try to finish the fruit. And that's the deal breaker for me. I won't even try to grow it if it already has those type of dirt, earthy flavor. But this has nothing of that of all. It has the grape, the berry, the complexity, the slight tart to it. So there's a lot of different complexity that makes this enjoyable. And all it is once that sugar hits 18%, this is going to be a very good variety. It really reminds me of red Laverne when I eat this. And slightly texture of Assunta 5, definitely. But overall, I was a little worried, but it tastes really good. Really enjoyed that. Wow. There you guys go. My whole experience of harvesting a fruit and trying it for the very first time. Hopefully you guys get to experience this feeling one day when you create your hybrid, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you harvest and try your first hybrid for the very first time. It never gets old. No matter how many hybrids I've created, this feeling is always the same. I get excited, I get nervous, and I also get discouraged all at once. And once I get to try the fruit and if it tastes good, then it just kind of seals the deal, and I'm like, okay, that was all worth it. And to me, this one was definitely worth it. There's complexity, there's sweetness, there's tart, and the fruit tastes good. And I think that's all that matters once it comes to creating a hybrid, because if it did not taste good, then that's when it's gonna suck. But thank goodness that this passed the taste test. I'm just gonna now be playing with harvest time to dial this in. And that's another thing you guys are gonna have to do when you guys create a hybrid, is dialing in the days of harvest. And that's why sometimes it takes a little while for me to release a hybrid, because I just wanna make sure that it's good and I know when to harvest it, so I can give you guys all this data. So when you get the variety, you know what to do with it, when to harvest it, so you can experience a very pleasant and good experience and don't go through what I go through by wasting all this fruit and harvesting at all these different days. So once I dial this in, this is gonna be a very promising variety. So super excited that it was really good. And I'm gonna finish the rest of this fruit, save some for my wife to try, and play with harvest time on the rest of those fruits that I have out there. But overall, so far this is a keeper, and I just hope that it gets sweeter. And if it does, then it's gonna be a winner. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and hope you guys enjoyed the whole experience of harvesting a dragon fruit hybrid for the very first time and trying it for the very first time with me. If you guys enjoy videos like this and want to see more, let me know in the comments, and we can do this again with all my other hybrids. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you guys have any comments of what happened right now or today, let me know in the comments and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. And if you guys have not subscribed to this channel yet, hit that subscribe button so that way you guys won't miss a single thing. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Grafting Dragon Fruit. Peace.